All right, welcome everyone. I'm coming right back at you with part two of yesterday's interview. If you saw yesterday's video, you saw a young lady by the name of Cheyenne, and she was giving her detailed experience with her and former officer, Wayne County Sheriff Officer Trey Rhodes, who was an officer at the time of this recording. That I'm going to play today. I'm going to play the recording that you may have heard a little bit about it yesterday, but I'm going to play the entire 9-minute recording so you can hear from the horse's mouth about, how this officer at the time, Wayne County Sheriff Deputy Trey Rhodes, was engaged in prostitution. He was engaged in a lot of other things, tipping off this young lady who was then at the age of 18 years old. She admittedly was on drugs, meth, and heroin, and some other things. And also she was engaged in prostitution, direct prostitution, with this officer who was an active duty officer at the time. And this officer, on the tape, as you will hear, he talks about going after certain dealers, wanting this certain young lady locked up. And she actually saw the beginning of yesterday's video where we played a little bit of this recording, and she heard her name. And so I had to go back and listen to the video, and you will hear it as soon as we start playing the video, how this officer, Trey Rhodes, is adamant about wanting this bitch. And actually that lady, who you will hear her name on the recording, her name is Deborah Reeves. She reached out to me today and told me that was him. Like, she actually sent me the recording again because she had it as well. And evidently this officer wanted to get her locked up for a myriad of reasons. And we're going to talk about that probably in a later video. But this officer goes on to implement, Cox and Schaefer, who Schaefer is currently, once again, where he was, or maybe is, even still is, under investigation by the Federal Bureau of Investigation. They actually raided his house. But from the information that I've been getting, and actually that Ms. Reeves gave me some more details about him, that she also said that he was also engaged with prostitution with a lot of these young drug addicts, young girls who were involved in prostitution, but they were also sometimes getting in legal trouble. So these officers will use their position or their authority or their ability to get these young ladies out of jail for sexual favors. Now, we know at least 3 already. If you saw the video with Mike Cox about him soliciting prostitutes, once again, we have Trey Rhodes, who was no longer an officer, but he was doing these things at the time. If you go back and watch the video yesterday, you will see Cheyenne talking about their exploits, their interactions, and this audio recording is, you don't even have to take it from her mouth. You're going to hear it from this own officer's mouth while he was actively serving as a Wayne County Sheriff officer. He was actually engaged in prostitution with this young lady who was only 18 years of age. I don't know his age, but apparently just looking at his picture, and this was allegedly 5 years ago, so he at least has to be about 50 now. So you're talking about a 40-year-old police officer, 40-plus-year-old police officer engaging in acts with an 18-year-old prostitute who is going through a disease called drug addiction. And so while he is supposed to be helping and protecting and serving, he's actually taking advantage of those and using them for information as well. But you're going to see how Cheyenne is so smart. I'm going to get to this. I'm going to pause the video periodically. But this lady, this young girl is so smart. I take my hat off to her because she was prodding him for information. And you can tell that he was actually being manipulated by this girl, which he should have been, because he shouldn't have been in this interaction in the first place. So I'm going to play the recording right now. And keep in mind that this is some explicit and vulgar language. So please be aware of that. If you have young children, you might not want to let them hear certain parts of this. But pay attention to the first part, and I'm going to play it right now. If you missed it yesterday, and I missed it yesterday, I'm going to pause it so you can hear. Just pay attention real quick.
How do you want?
So Cheyenne asked them, who do you want? As in, who do you want to arrest? Who do you want to get locked up? And if you go back, once again, I'm going to play it again so you can hear. He clearly says, Deborah Reeves.
How do you want?
Deborah Reeves. Oh, look, that bitch.
Hey, but
Deborah Reeves. He wants that BITCH. Now, this is a law officer talking to a admitted prostitute and drug addict saying he wants this other B. He wants to lock her up. And Miss Reeves called me and she told me the reason why that he wanted her locked up was she had beat some charges that he tried to put on her. And once again, this is Trey Rhodes, former Wayne County Sheriff Deputy Officer. Let's continue.
see, why does everyone want to be working for you so bad? Well, guess
So here you hear him say, you know, Shy asking him once again. See, I tip my hat up to her because she does a wonderful job of just prying him and prodding him for information. She asked him, well, why does Amber want to be working for you so bad? Now, I don't know who Amber was. I assume that she's probably another young drug addicted prostitute that may have ran in that circle. But why does she wants to be working for him so bad? Because allegedly or evidently he was once again performing favors for the girls whom worked with him or worked for him or provided services for him. But evidently Mr. Rose says that, well, I don't know why. I don't know why they keep sending him requests and messages wanting to talk to him. So evidently his actions were probably well known in those circles for a lot of young ladies to be requesting to be on his quote unquote team, for lack of a better word. But we're going to continue with this recording.
what? Oh, but no, hey, but you said you were. Wait. Fuck that shit. Because Amber's car is in my people's yard. Like, Heather.
So here you see her once again just kind of manipulating the conversation. If you saw right then, she was just like, wait, what? Hold up. Wait a minute. She's directing the conversation to where she wants it to go. And once again, she brings up the girl Amber, whose car is somehow being left in her people's yard. And as you'll hear, Trey Rhodes knows about the situation that this young Amber can't get the key to her car. And, you know, evidently he said that he's going to try to get the key to her car. Just listen closely.
I can try and get it back, but don't be fucking.
I can't say nothing.
Well, I know.
He says he can't say nothing. That means, you know, he knows something or he's trying to help her out, but he can't do anything. But watch how Cheyenne manipulates him in this call.
But just don't make no big deal out of it.
I ain't saying that. If it pops up, it pops up. If it don't pop up, it don't pop up. I don't care. You know, that's my matter. I don't really care. I don't want to deal with it myself.
Just get it towed.
That's what she said. She can tell me.
But wait.
So here she said, whatever you do, don't make any big deal about it. So once again, she has him, for lack of a better words, by by the kahunas. She has him. She's telling him, and as she stated in the video, she actually mentioned that one time that he was trying to stop somebody that she knew, and she told him that if you arrest them, then don't worry about me messing with you no more. And of course, what did he do? He let them go. As you can see, you can go back and see in the previous video from yesterday. But I'm gonna continue real quick with this recorded call of how this guy's gonna mention some more stuff.
But also, hold on, I just got one more question. Why?
You see how you say, well, okay, I just got one more question, right? She got one more question. I love the way she's playing this call, mind you. Shout out to Shy for real.
The fuck is Michael Cox and all them on fucking, what is the other one's name? Cox and Dawson. Who'd you say? Stop.
You hear? He says Schaefer. If I'm gonna go back a little bit so y'all can hear it. Hopefully I don't go back too much. Let me see.
What is the other one's name? Cox and Dawson. Who'd you say? Stop. Don't be quiet, mate. Don't look at me. But why are they after?
See, he mentioned Cox, Dawson, and Schaefer. And once again, I told you that Schaefer has been alleged to once again been involved in prostitution, but also I received information allegedly that he was taking drugs from drug dealers and then going up to Ohio to sell those drugs. Now, once again, Charles Schaefer is the Wayne County Sheriff Deputy whose house was raided earlier this year by the FBI. So I don't discount none of this information because it all adds up from everything that I've been hearing and all the information that I've been receiving since the start of this investigation. But let's continue on. Let's listen to how these officers, Cox, Schaefer, and I think she said Dawson or somebody, were targeting, you know, the drug dealers purposely, you know, not just for legal not just off legal pretense, but just purposely because of probably personal vendettas. But we're gonna listen.
Who's the main one besides who? Wait, who's the main one?
What do you mean? Heroin dealer?
Yeah.
Shit, man. They're everywhere.
No, but
I mean, I just saw you on a date the main one, you know what I mean? He just nickered down and some shit here and there.
Okay, so who's the main one? You said.
No, Sean ain't.
Who's the main one that y'all looking at?
Probably Gotti did it. He just got it. I just got it. Your brother Sarah with Gotti, Ronnie Grant.
I don't know who
They
that.
better be together. You know, I got it. Shout out.
I've heard of
You
him.
never shout out. Yeah, rap.
So here you see once again Cheyenne is pressing him for information. Like, okay, who are you guys after? You know, who are the main ones you after now? Him being an active law enforcement officer, he is actually compromising the integrity of the law or even possible investigations into these gentlemen, which of course I would hope if any of one of them did get caught because of their actions, I hope, you know, they would get off. But this is an example of this guy, because of his love for sexual innuendos or sexual exploits with young drug addicted prostitutes, he's actually tipping off someone who's probably going to, and once again I commend her for that, probably going to tip off the guys that he's talking about, you know, as well. She said, because they're playing the game wrong. So of course, you know, whatever information she gets, I mean, it's almost genius. You're gonna see the genius later in the call, but here he's talking about the heroin or Suboxone or meth dealers that, you know, the police wanted.
But
I never showed up.
yeah, that's crazy. What about in the ice game? Like, who are they looking after the most there, man? Who's my boy? He's not my boy. This is true. Well, you just be on it.
You hear what she said? You just be on it. Once again, that's a compliment, but that gets him to keep talking more. If you heard her, she asked, who are you looking at in one certain group? I couldn't make out that name, but she said, who are you looking for in such and such? And once again, he tells her, once again, which is an active law enforcement officer, he shouldn't be saying that. But once again, you will see how he is totally P-whipped, as some people will say. You know what I'm saying? He's totally whipped. You know, Jay-Z and R. Kelly had a song back in the days. It was called The Power of the P-U-S-S. And you can finish the sentence. But you can see that this man is clearly wide open because of, you know, this young, like the lady on Harlem Nights, this young sunshine that you can throw in the air and, you know, and it'll turn into sunshine. But this is, I mean, I'm laughing, but this is definitely a serious matter because this is a person who's supposed to be upholding the law, but he's breaking the law and also compromising the law and also compromising the integrity of the law office that he holds, but also as we see the entire department. Because once again, as my man Terry Jones, shout out to Pastor Terry, I heard him talking today on a YouTube clip. He said, culture is either by default or design. Now, the culture of this sheriff department was either by default, which means they hadn't set any precedent, or design. They actually designed, or they actually wanted things to go this way. But I got off subject. Let me get y'all back to the rest of the video. We got about 4 minutes to go. Now he's naming the Mexicans, Eli and George, and once again, her compliment, you be on it. And he was like, I don't know everything. But then he starts right back telling like she is smart. This young lady is so smart. Once again, I got to tip my hat to her.
But honestly, like, I haven't heard shit out of anybody. Like, it's been a drought, like, lately. And ain't nobody heard from Derek, which he is not my boy. I don't fuck with him.
Now, this is where, once again, this is where the pure simpishness comes out, for lack of a better word. Like, she's talking about a drought on heroin, right? And he instantly goes to, you know, she said, well, I ain't heard anything about no heroin right now. Trying to probe him for more information. And she was like, well, you know, it's definitely not this person. And he instantly goes into sex. Like, you know, you'll hear it. Watch this.
I'm not going to tell you that, okay? I do it my damn self.
All right, so now go back. Now she was like, now he was asking her to tell him something. And she was like, no, I'm not going to tell you who sell heroin because I do it myself. He says no, he didn't even hear that because he's so worried about who else is she having relations with. He answers like, oh, you ain't gonna tell me who screwing. I'm gonna play that back for you a little bit so you can see what I'm saying. How once again, like his focus is totally off on what she's talking about, but he's worried about who she's with.
Anybody, like it's been a drought like lately. And ain't nobody heard from Derek, which he is not my boy. I don't fuck with him.
You talking to somebody. I don't know who it is yet. You can tell me.
Well, I'm not gonna tell you that, okay?
See, he says you effing somebody. I don't know who it is yet. And then she was like, I ain't gonna tell you who got it, because he thinking he's still talking about heroin because I use it myself. Now he comes back and said, no, tell me who you screwing.
I do it my damn self.
You not gonna tell me who you fucking?
No, I'm not gonna tell
We
you.
make that deal.
Who am I fucking?
We make.
If you listen to him, he says, we made that deal. What is the deal that he made with a admitted, drug addicted prostitute? What kind of deal did he make? I'm gonna try not to stop it no more, but that was very telling right there.
You not gonna tell me who you fucking?
No, I'm not gonna tell
We
you.
make that deal.
Who am I fucking?
We make that deal. I don't know. I don't know. I think you fucking somebody does, but you won't tell me.
Who am I fucking? Who am I fucking?
I don't know. Like I just said that.
You do know.
Now listen how she leads him in to what she wants him to say. She asks him, who am I screwing? Who am I screwing? I don't know. You do know. Watch the rest of the conversation.
You fucking main still. Or you fucking Tay.
No.
Now he's naming names. This is a sign of insecurity. When men start questioning women and naming names. That name he named probably been in his head for quite some time, and he's been worried about that. So, and once the shot, she keeps it 100% G. So listen to what she says.
He saw my tattoo.
So he saw her tattoo, which means she probably had a tattoo of another man on her body, in one of their escapades, she's telling her friend that he saw my tattoo. You can hear it whisper. Now, y'all can go back and watch this video time and time again to make sure that you get what we're putting down right here.
He saw my tattoo. No, besides that tattoo shit, you.
Now, she finally tells him who she's screwing, and she says you, right? And watch this interacting. Now, this is full proof of him committing, these acts while, serving under the law enforcement badge.
He saw my tattoo. No, besides that tattoo shit, you. Like what? Like 2 weeks ago? Oh wait, Leah, it's been like 3. I've been up a while.
So she tells him, look, I've been screwing you. He was like, what? No, we ain't been together in a minute. And then she talking about what? About 2 weeks? And then you hear him say, well, it's been longer than that, babe. And then she say, okay, yeah, about 3 weeks. About 3 weeks. But I'm going to play that for y'all again just in case y'all missed it.
He saw my tattoo. No, besides that tattoo shit, you. Like what? Like 2 weeks ago? Oh wait, Leah, it's been like 3. I've been up a while. Cause you just been random names.
Now he goes back into the simpish behavior. You ain't gonna tell me, that's fine. You ain't gonna tell me who else you sleeping with. Now, once again, this is like a 40-something-year-old man. Come on with this Amber Alert. Albemarle, a great Acura. If y'all see anybody in Albemarle Camry with a gray Acura, you know, they probably got somebody they on pole to have in a car. But so he says that, you know, that he goes back into the simp mode. Please tell me who you screwing with. You know, I thought we was better than that, baby. So here we go again.
You just random names.
I thought we were straight like that, man.
I'm only fucking you.
Okay.
But, I mean, I don't know, I'm sorry. But I mean, I don't fuck nobody unless they pay for it. And I mean, shit, and you're the only one that...
She keeps it real. Like she almost can't lie to him. Like once you give her the game, like she giving him the game cold hard. She like, I don't sleep with nobody unless I pay for it. And he didn't give her a chance to say, you the only one that, you know, probably, you know, don't really got to pay that much for it or whatever the case may be. But she's breaking it down to him raw. Like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't messing with nobody like that. But if somebody paying for it, you know, that's what it is.
Unless they pay for it. And I mean, shit, and you're the only one
I didn't think you were tricking no more, baby.
I didn't think you were tricking no more, baby. You know what I'm saying? This is a 40-something-year-old police officer at the time. Now, I don't think you was tricking no more, baby. Now, you know, shout out to Shy once again. You know, much respect to her. But, you know, as the old saying goes, you can't turn a hoe into a housewife, as they say. You know what I'm saying? Not calling my girl a hoe because she was out there doing what she had to do, to get what she had to get. But he's actually expecting this young lady whom he met, like she said that they met by him running up into one of her boyfriend's houses and arresting him, and then like the next day or so, he's sending her messages on Facebook and Messenger trying to get with her. So that's how, you know, he got with her. And what law enforcement officer is trying to protect and serve and get drugs off the streets, but then trying to sleep with drug dealers' girlfriends at the same time, i.e. Mike Cox as well, as we shared in the video too. But let's go on. Once again, there's a culture of debauchery in this department. And it starts once again from the top, or negligence from the top. But let's keep going.
Okay, it's a favor for a favor, you're right.
A favor for a favor. That's what she's saying. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing a favor for you, you're doing a favor for me. And listen to what she says next.
What do you mean, it's a favor for a favor?
You're doing me a favor by helping me out, and I'm doing you a favor by helping us both out.
See what she said? You doing me a favor by helping me out, but I'm doing you a favor by helping both of us out. Like, she has the upper hand. Like, meaning, you know, I got this information on you, you know what I'm saying? I'm helping both of us out. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, you can't make this up, man. This is made for TV, man. We need to do a documentary, man. I might start a Kickstarter campaign, raise some money to get some professional shooters and professional cameras and things, and we might need to do a whole documentary about this, because this is just the tip of the iceberg about the information that has been coming in. But I'm gonna continue.
Right. Well, I'm gonna tell you this here.
Now this is when it gets really like, bro, come on, man, you game goofy for real. But listen to what he says. You hear what she said? But I still love you, though. Just game. Just souping them up just to pick and pry information. And watch what he says right now. Let me rewind a little bit.
Right. Well, I'm going to tell you this here. Okay.
But I still love you.
I shouldn't tell you this here. But I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it because I care about you.
You hear him? He said, I shouldn't tell you this here, but I'm going to do it. because I care about you. And once again, this man is also allegedly married at the time, you know, but that's here nor there as well.
Oh, thank you. Not many people do.
Oh, thank you. You see the game. Oh, thank you. He said he care about you, and she said, "Oh, thank you." Not many people do. Like, I love this girl, and I don't even know her, but I know game when I hear it. So it's like, you know, I mean, like, yo, she got this guy, you know, wrapped up. But let's go.
Yeah, but that shit about Chris Cantrell hurt me now. That hurt me.
What hurt you?
What you told me about Chris Cantrell, that shit hurt me now.
What did I
But
tell
it'd be
you?
alright.
What did I tell you?
See, now he's asking, he really broke down and told her, like, yo, what you told me about Chris Cantrell or Chris Cantrell, whoever, he said, y'all can probably, you know, if y'all in the know can decipher that name. He's like, yo, that really hurt me. You know, that really hurt. Whatever she did, whatever, you know, maybe she slept with him or something. He was like, yeah, that really hurt me. And she put on the soft voice, what you mean? What I do? What I tell you? You know what I mean? Like, I mean, yo, once again, man, you can't play it no better than what the young lady played it, for real. But let's continue on.
But you loved him and you were crying and shit. I know you loved him. I know you loved that motherfucker.
You told him you loved
It's
him.
okay. I'm good with that.
Listen to him. Just cry me a river, Trey Rhodes. Cry me a river.
What you told me about Chris Cantrell, that shit helped me now.
What did I
But it'd be
tell you?
alright.
What did I tell you?
But you loved him and you were crying and shit. I know you loved him. I know you loved that motherfucker. It's okay. It's okay. I'm good with that.
Trey.
It kind of hurt me, bro. But I'm gonna do what I said I was gonna do.
Trey.
My word is my word.
Trey.
Yeah, man.
See, look, he done went off. Oh, you loved him. You love him. You love him. I know you love him. And she keeps saying, Trey. You know what I'm saying? She not listening to it. Just trying to bring him back out of his emotions. Now he in his feelings, right? You know? So, and he's like, I know you love him, but I'm going to do what I'm said I'm going to do. Now, I don't know what that is. I can't speculate on what that is. Maybe he was doing a favor for her still, despite the fact that she's, you know, she loves other people. But, and then, this is what she said that just take the cake. Wait till you hear what she tells him about her loving the dude, right? But, you know, she staying calm under pressure, and watch this right here.
Right. Okay. I love him, but I'm not in love with him.
Oh, you ever heard that, fellas? I'm telling you, what they say on Facebook, just focus on yourself. You know what I'm saying? If you ever hear a girl tell you that like they say on Facebook, just focus on you, cuz. You know what I'm saying? I love him, but I'm not in love with him. Bruh, pack your bags, get your PlayStation, grab your blunts, you know what I'm saying? Get your Timberlands and your Jordans out the closet, put them in the trash bag, you know what I'm saying? Go back to your mama house, bruh. If you ever hear that, that's what I suggest you do. But let's keep going. I'm going to play that one more time because that really right there, that hit me.
Trey.
My word is my word.
Trey.
Yeah, man.
Trey. Okay. I love him, but I'm not in love with him.
I beg to differ, but
Well, we will never
your
know.
emotions came out, man. That's the shit, dude. But I'm gonna do what I said I'm gonna do.
He said her emotions came out. Now, I don't know. Maybe this was before. Maybe they had a conversation. But he's saying her emotions came out. But the only emotional person that I see or hear on this call is him. From her right here, cold, calculating, logical player. You know what I'm saying? She got her player shoes on. Like, yo, I love him, but I'm not in love with him. Man, I'm telling you, man, if you hear that, man, run for the hills, man. It's over for you. I'm telling you. Let's keep going. We got about 52 more seconds.
And you're like the most amazing, most shit awesome person on this earth, and I love you to death, and I'll do anything for you.
Do you hear what she told him?
Awesome person on this earth, and
Now she playing to his emotions again.
well, we will never know.
Your emotions came out, man. That's the shit, dude.
earth, and I love you to death, and I'll do anything for you.
I'm really not. I'm just me, man. I'm not nothing. I'm nothing.
You're fucked.
Did you hear what she said? Did you hear what she after the whole conversation, she's telling him, you're effed. After all those conversations, like she done set the whole conversation up to prod him for all this information, and listen to what she said to him right about here at the end.
Awesome person on this earth, and I love you to death, and I'll do anything for you.
I'm really not. I'm just me, man. I'm not nothing. I'm nothing.
You're fucked.
That's it right there. If y'all heard that, you heard what she said. Like, you can hear the cold calculatedness in her. Man, I love this girl. I don't even know her, but I like her style.
But I'm doing what I say I'm gonna do.
Thank you.
If I can't do it, I tell you I can't do it.
Now once again, he's still gonna do what he said he gonna do. But if he can't do it, he gonna let her know.
That's all. But I will try. I'm gonna text me.
All right, somebody's pulling up in the driveway. All right.
Alright. I'll see you.
All right.
I'll text you soon.
Message me later. All right.
Bye, baby.
All right.
Alright, bye.
There you have it, man. My girl Shy Sizzle came through with a damning recording of former Wayne County Sheriff Department Trey Rhodes. And, as you heard from that video, he's admitting to sleeping with her, providing sexual legal favors for her, tipping off her to, who him and his cohorts might be looking for, and also admitting at the beginning of the call that he wanted this particular person locked up and he's going to get that BITCH. Is that how our law enforcement officers have been trained to act in Wayne County? Now, mind you, she indicates that this was about 2018, 19. And once again, don't quote me because this is all alleged. This is all speculative. Anything I've said in this video was speculative, conjecture, as one may say. But I think she said this was about 4 or 5 years ago, and I think that she said that he left the department when they got wind of his actions, and he left. And I think he, as we said in the other video, he married another drug addicted young girl, and I don't know where he is now, but he's not a current member of Wayne County Sheriff Office. But once again, his behavior stems back into Mike Cox's behavior in that same era. And once again, we heard about Schaefer and his alleged actions. Mike Cox, Chris Worth. There's some other names floating around. And I haven't had anyone to kind of come forward with distinct details. But there is some behavior that is questionable by many different officers. So we're definitely going to be talking about, the Deborah Reeves situation. Deborah Reeves is the young lady who Trey, I forgot his last name, Trey Rhodes. Trey Rhodes admittedly, the first couple of seconds of the video, he says, I want that BITCH Deborah Reeves. So we're going to be hearing from her, if not directly, indirectly from me. But she definitely reached out and told me some other things, a lot about Schaefer. Schaefer was allegedly involved with the young lady who was found decapitated earlier last year, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Allegedly, and rest in peace to her and peace and condolences to her family. But it has been, alleged from, a few sources that Charles Schaefer was allegedly involved with her as well. So we have this pattern with Wayne County Sheriff Department officers engaging in drug use, drug selling, prostitution, legal favors, fixing bonds, all of those things. within the past. You know, this is, you know, according to her, once again, this is 5 years ago. And so there's no telling, you know, how many other instances like this. So once again, as always, my number is 919-587-7782. If I said anything in this video that was incorrect, feel free to call me directly, or if you want to share some more information about some other instances, my line is always open. But peace and blessings. I'm doing this because we have to keep, you know, it's election time as well. Around here, we got people running for office, but all the while, you know, don't matter who in office, if our law enforcement is acting like that, then that is definitely a reflection on our leadership, you know, whether it's in the political, city hall, or in the law enforcement rooms. But, you know, we definitely have to clean this up. So this is why I'm doing this. I didn't just wake up one day and said, I'm going to do this. Information just started coming, and this is what we're doing. This story is not getting a lot of main media coverage. I think, and at first it did, but now, you know, you very rarely hear things about it. So we're once again, I get calls, emails, texts almost every day about a different situation, about different police things, or about more people who want to come forth. So if anybody want to come forth, and once again, shout out to Shy for being brave like that. Of course, this officer is no longer on the force, so she has nothing to worry about. But I'm pretty sure that there are officers on the force who are, you know, participating in this type of behavior, which holds some fear in the hearts of those. So once again, peace and blessings. If y'all missed yesterday's video, go back so you can get the backstory. See who Shy is. But you know, we're gonna keep this information coming. Thank y'all for tuning in. Like and subscribe to the channel though too, so y'all can know when you know, I'm live, or when you know, I'm doing a video. But I thank everybody else who's, you know, once again contributed. If you want to donate too, like somebody asked me how do they support me, you can cash out me. Rich Money 7777. That's $ Rich Money 7777. You know, and you know, any donation is greatly appreciated. But yeah, I think we might want to start a Kickstarter to do this documentary, as my boy told me. But peace and blessings. I'm out until next time. Tomorrow we'll be talking about you know, some more stuff with the school board. I think I got a denial letter today somewhere in there. But yeah, we're gonna talk peace and blessings. Shout out to everybody who has survived the Wayne County Sheriff Department despicable, unscrupulous, disgusting, and unlawful tactics. Peace and blessings.